Hey everyone, welcome back. Today we're going to be resurfacing a concrete sidewalk. So I just wanted to show you the materials real quick before we get started. So we've got some concrete bonding adhesive, also called glue. We've got a bag of Portland cement, and we've got a bag of Mason's all-purpose sand. Bucket to mix everything up in, a bucket of water to wet the surface with a brush. And I've got a mud mixer on my 18-volt drill. Not required, but it certainly would be helpful. And then we've also got, I'll show you, it's a 5-inch brush on a pole, which really helps just so we're not on our hands and knees the whole time. So I'm going to set up the camera here and I'll show you how we get it all mixed up. Just so I don't have to, or I'll probably say it again, but the mix that we're going to use is 3 parts Portland to 1 part a mixture of half glue and half water. And then from there, we're going to mix that in and just start adding enough water till we get it to the consistency that we want. You might add a little bit of sand. I usually use that if we want to make it a little bit rougher, which I'm not really too concerned about because the sidewalk's already pretty rough. That's why I'm doing this. But we'll see how it mixes out. We're looking for like a thick latex paint consistency. So we get it set up, and I'll show you how we mix it up. All right, so the first thing I got is just one of these little paint mixing cups. I use it, for my masonry stuff. But so we're gonna go ahead and do 3 parts of the Portland. Might take me a little bit. There's a half. I'm gonna end up probably doing 6 just because I can't get a full scoop. So I'll do 6 half scoops. One part. One and a half. There's 2 and a half. One more. All right, there was 3 parts. I'm gonna add just like another quarter, just because I think some of them are a little low, and it's not an exact science. Go ahead and wash my hands off. All right, now for the glue. Helps if you add some water in. I like to do this ahead of time just to help thin it, because otherwise this stuff is pretty thick, and it's not going to mix very well. Makes it a little easier. Dump that in there. We're going to go into the mixer and just slowly start mixing. Again, I know it's going to need more water than this. Start adding some water. I'll show you the consistency when I'm done mixing here. I think just because I know I'm going to use it all, I'm going to go ahead and do another mix here. All right, show you what it looks like here. It's kind of hard to see, but basically, like I said, the best description, a thick latex paint. So I will take you up to the sidewalk and meet you back up there, and we'll show you how we get started. All right, we're back up here. We're going to start the steps. First thing you want to do is just make sure that you prep it. And this is going to be one of those things that the better you prep it, the better it's going to stick. So certainly if you want to go and wash it, pressure wash it, you know, it's obviously going to stick better. I'm not that interested in all that. I just blew it off. I edged first off so that, you know, I have a nice crisp edge with the weed whacker. And then I just blew it off. As I'm probably going to say a couple times throughout this video, this is just a temporary fix. You know, this is not going to last forever. I typically do this once a year. Basically, the sidewalk is shot. We know it is. We just don't want to replace it right now. It's a bunch of money. So we're just going to do this, and it kind of protects it a little bit. It's a little better than just like paint or something, because you are putting another layer of Portland on it. But yeah, as with most of the concrete repairs, this is just a patch. It's just temporary. Don't expect anything more than that, and you'll be happy. So this is a 5-inch deck brush from Lowe's and Home Depot. I think both carry them. You can see that thick latex paint consistency, and now we just start painting on. It's important to wet it. You don't want any standing puddles on it, but you do want it wet. Help it adhere. Try to do your passes as consistent as you can, just to help it, you know, stay neat. Just dipping it in the bucket, getting a little more, back to painting. If you notice it's getting a little thick, add a little water. You know, the longer you take to do this, probably the more water you're going to have to add. And that's it. It's pretty simple. Like I said, the mix is 3 parts Portland, 1 part that glue water mixture of 50-50. And then I did end up adding a little bit of sand. I added a half a part. Again, this is a double batch, so it's really be like a 1/4 part of sand, just to help it a little bit, give it a little bit more sustenance. Kind of. Usually you would add that for texture. You can see how rough this is. I don't necessarily care about texture. I didn't want to go through my whole bag of Portland. That's it. I'll probably fast forward it at this point, and just show you what it looks like when we're done. It's not going to be the most dramatic difference because I already did this last summer, so the color really isn't going to change much in the before and after pictures, but certainly we'll be a little bit more protected going into the next winter. So again, just a temporary thing. You know, don't expect the world of it. You get what you get. It's a quick little temporary fix that you can do to make it look a little bit better, get a little bit longer life, help protect it through the next winter. You know, we try to not use salt as much as we can, but we do get a lot of ice on this sidewalk, so we end up using some, and that just destroys it. All right. Thanks for watching. If you have any questions, reach out. Other than that, I'm going to try to only say this once per video because it drives me crazy when people say it all the time. But like, comment, subscribe. I'm going to try to grow the channel, trying to keep those at least 1 tool review a week going too on top of these project videos. So take care. I'll see you on the next video.